here we are live in, where are we? Dinner side of town.
Wait up.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I don't understand nothing about the computer. I have it. Can you? No.
Oh, business. You see me yet? No?
Yes, sir.
Because when the people see it, they don't. Oh man. Oh yeah, no, I want to make it smaller in the picture.
You can't actually, because of how it is.
Then it's okay.
Look, Toto.
It's better to go up there.
Toto, you're live. There's about
I'm alive.
10,000 people are watching you. Toto,
Toto.
10,000 people are watching you right now. What do you want to say?
It's nothing. I'm in the internet every day.
Say
My
something.
grandchildren.
Toto, say something to your audience.
Guys, we work at Riviera Parkway. You just come and see us. Best service, best food, and best customer. We always have the best of the best.
I second that motion.
Thank you very
This man
much.
is telling the truth.
Thank you.
There you go. 10,000 people. 10,000 hits.
I'll show you one thing.
Good on TV.
I've been to Cuba many times, and oh, that's phenomenal.
Hey, Monty, pray for me, or everybody here, but me especially.
You're doing well, brother.
No?
You're doing well. Don't worry about it. So, there it is.
So all I have to do is just stay on the torch of life.
How do we get this bigger and enlarge?
Good question. No. Am I still on Yola?
There you go.
Okay, what did you do? But that's on Yola that you enlarged it, right?
No, I'm on
Oh,
your
you went to
website.
Torch of Life?
So you left click on open image.
Okay,
Go to image.
that one didn't.
Then open a split.
Okay, so see, I got my kind of camera going here. Reno, you're live. So remind people that this is a live eye.
You need a screen on the front of it so you know where it's at.
No, I know. That's why I wanted to use this, because I could have done both. I could have shown the videos and shown.
Yes.
What are you doing over there?
Let me see if I got.
What are you doing over there? You should be here. If you're not here, at least you can do. The least you can do is be here with your arm. Because tonight is a night where everybody's going to just put their heart right on the table for everybody to see and enjoy. So whatever you are, thank you for being with us. I want to show you what
That's what they're seeing.
this is. I've been to Cuba. That's the main display.
There's about a 3-second delay by the time you're talking and they. Perfect.
Cuba, how much
Here's
was?
like what somebody would be seeing.
Toto. My name is Tony, but they call me Toto.
So we got a lot of people tuning in all over the world. Palestine.
And then here is 3 pages of my story in Cuba.
This guy did is amazing.
Oh, are you kidding me?
It's beyond
Beyond description. Yeah, exactly. So remember, 7 o'clock or 7:15. Torch. Just the torch. No lit. But you have to get the wick with some fluid. Maybe after we eat, maybe 8:15. We have to put the fluid a little bit because they're going to light it.
So it's all over the
Look, this guy here, yeah, eh?
There was a print in the newspaper.
Claremont.
And then newspaper. 11, 12,
I call them on 68 times.
69 times I've been there.
John.
In one hotel, 5 times out of there. Since 1967. Oh, that's when it was George?
Full screen? Yeah, if people want, I can do both. Like I can do both, right? So how do you minimize that now? Let me just. I wish you could control this whole thing. This is like your full screen. Shrink. So while this is playing, go back to. Right?
one plate.
He doesn't have it on. You have to tell him.
No, that's fine. We want this plate. All you want to do is we want this stuff Lorenzo. Just hit it. Yeah, better Lorenzo.
Okay.
Then you can just close it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, where's the camera? Oh, there. Okay. I can't believe this. It's working.
Looks good.
So is there a way you can set this camera to just focus on the stage only?
Yeah. If there's a little, where's
Sorry.
that thing?
No stand. Here we are. Here we are. Things are nice, George.
Is it on the
Things are
stage?
nice. They all come out.
You're expecting.
Good job, eh? It's gonna go on the web. It's gonna go on YouTube.
It's live right now.
Is it? And where is it going? All over the web.
Torchoflife.com.
Cool.
People all over the world, actually, even Palestine.
Oh boy. Very cool. Some people are asking me, they want to come just for the casino. Is that possible?
Yeah.
Like just come and pay the $60 after dinner? Or?
Actually, the person who really asked was
He calls me and it's cool to ask her.
This is too close. It's causing the static. So if I move this, we're ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention for a moment, please. Grazie. If I can just have your attention for a moment or two. I appreciate we are running a little behind, but what else is new? My name is Rino Iannone. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You are a great public. Serena, by the way, Serena calls me Daddy. Thank you very much, Papa. Thank you. Let's give her a big, beautiful thank you again. Thank you, Serena. And thank you, Mom, for bringing it over. Thank you. I would like to, everybody please, help me welcome this guy. Stand up with me, please. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce him to you, Mr. Khaled Khatib, with a famous torch. Khaled, come in.
Johnny.
I don't know any matches. Hi, Khaled. It's good to have you. Tony Carella is right there. Tony. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tony Carella, Councilor of the City of London. And he's a lucky guy to be sitting right next to a doctor and his wife. It's my pleasure to give you. Her name is Dottoressa Franca Carella. Dottoressa Franca Carella, please stand up for a second. Let everybody see you. I've known Franca for what, 40 years? You are still great. 40 years. Wow. She is one lady who nobody dares to say no to because she knows how to grab you. And she grabs you usually from the heart. Thank you for being with us, Dottoressa Franca. Thank you, Tony. And thank you to everyone in this room. I know, we have to kill another 5 minutes. I cannot think of anything else more special than talking to you about some food, okay?
over there, it's full of Italian bread. Which one do you want? Okay, he says, give me 5 of those. 5 of those.
Sorry about that.
So the little kid looks at him and he says, you got a big family,
A little
eh?
bit.
No, he says, I'm by myself. You are by yourself? And you want 5 of those? Yeah, so what's the big deal? No, I should tell you, sir, that by the time you get to the 5th one, it's going to be hard as a rock. So this guy looks at this 15-year-old and he says, oh my God, even 15-year-olds know about this, and I never heard of it.
Reno,
Oh well.
Reno,
Yeah.
tell everybody they're live.
Hey.
They're live.
By the way, you should know, ladies and gentlemen, we are live tonight. We are being from coast to coast in Canada and as a natural extension throughout the world. That's a fact.
Torchoflife.com.
We are live on the web.
Torchoflife.com.
Search.
Torch.
We are on torchoflife.com.
Of life.
And we are torchoflife.com. And we are being all over the world for anybody to see what we're doing here tonight. Think about that. All right.
Sponsors.
Just we got a list of some sponsors tonight. Now sponsors are always welcome, and those are sponsors that care for their own community. This is why they are in a book like this. I'd like to take a moment to mention them to you. I'd like to mention Daniele Grechi and Grechi and Carter LLP. I'm not sure what that stands for, but Daniele Grechi, are you here, Daniele? Daniele, are you here? Daniele Grechi? Okay. I want to thank the people from RTW Management. And anybody from RTW Management here tonight, please? Put your hand up if you are. Anybody here? RTW Management? No? Okay. I would like to thank people from the 1888 Wow One Day Painting. Roman Reggio, GM Bond Franchise. Roman, are you here? Anybody from 1888 Wow One Day Painting here? Put your hand up. There you are. Thank you very much. You Tony?
No, it's coming any minute.
Oh, sorry, Roman. You're Roman?
It's coming any minute though.
Are you are Tony? Where's Roman? He's with us. Thank you very much, Tony. Thank you. Grazie. We want to thank, with a big, beautiful round of applause, not only yourselves and some of the sponsors that I just mentioned, but I want to bring your attention to Rubenstein Family Foundation. They are here in a big way tonight, and they are diamond sponsors of the evening. And we want to say to the Rubenstein Family Foundation and to Mr. Rubenstein, thank you very much indeed. Grazie from our heart. Am I forgetting anybody? I don't see. Oh. Nope.
At the back, Reno. The back of the program. The back. At the end. At the back. Right at the back.
We want to thank Mr. Dr. Salvatore Arrigo. Dr. Salvatore Arrigo here tonight? Salvatore Arrigo here? Put your hand up if you are. No? Dr. Salvatore Arrigo is from Pine Valley Wellness Center. And we just want to say to Dr. Salvatore Arrigo, thank you. Like we want to thank everybody else, okay?
Okay, the food's here, Reno. Food's coming. Food. The food's arriving.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just got the signal that the food is on the way. So I would just like to personally let me thank you for being such a gracious audience. You have been really, really nice to me. And by the way, did you find your glasses? Not yet. I want to remind you, if you see a pair of glasses laying around somewhere, they're probably Totopi Leggie's glasses. Give it to me, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, buon appetito. Good appetite. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your Attention for a moment, please. Grazie. If I can just have your attention for a moment or two, I appreciate it. We are running a little behind, but what else is new? My name is Rino Iannone, and it is indeed for me a pleasure and a grand privilege to be here and be the master of ceremony for this great evening here at Riviera Park. It's going to be a night of love and a night of hope. We're going to introduce to you later on tonight some very interesting people. For now, let me just say to you how lucky we are to be here tonight and to be in a country that celebrates just about everything that you can think of. More than anything else, it celebrates our differences. This is a country in the world, one of the few countries in the world where everybody comes from a different corner of the earth. In fact, in this country, unless you're a native here, you come, or your parents or your grandparents come from some other lands of the earth. And what unites us together in this country, ladies and gentlemen, is only one thing. That it's at the foundation of this great country of ours, and that is the respect, and I mean the respect that we have for one another. May I celebrate this country right now with you, ladies and gentlemen, by asking everybody to please stand up for a moment for the Canadian National Anthem. And I would like the help of someone whose future is going to be handed over in this country when the time will come. Serena, please come here, Papa. This is indeed a beautiful moment. This is the time to reflect on the beauty of this moment and the beauty of this country. Ladies and gentlemen, please help us sing. So please sing with us. Ready, Papa? Oh, Canada, our home and native land, to patriot love in all thy sons command.
Qu'à ton bras s'est porté l'épée, il s'est porté la croix. Ton histoire est une épopée, tes plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You are a great public. Serena, by the way, Serena calls me Daddy. Thank you very much, Papa. Thank you. Let's give her a big, beautiful thank you again. Thank you, Serena. And thank you, Mom, for bringing it over. Thank you. Coming right along here. I would like to inform you that Anthony Sochi could not make it here tonight because of health reasons. He recorded something very special for all of us to see right now. And now, can everybody please sit down? Can everybody please take your seat? If we are ready. Ladies and gentlemen, here is recorded for this very special evening, Anthony Sochi. Just look behind me, please.
Hi, my name is Anthony Sochi, and I suffer with a genetic disease called Fabry's. I've been suffering from it since I was a young child. It's been a lot of ongoing pain, and it's been tough to live life normally. Unfortunately, at this point in time, I do need a kidney transplant as a result from that. However, I don't want to just talk about that. What I really want to talk about also is the fact that there is over 4,000 people in Canada who do need organ donations. And it's not well known at this time because it's not well advertised or publicized. There's another lady here tonight, her name is Mary. And she heard of the story and came to the gala, which I'd like to thank her very much. But I'd also like to tell everybody that she needs a liver. And my heart goes out to her and I pray that she gets what she needs. Thank you for coming, Mary. So what I would like to ask everybody here today to do is to go to the Torch of Life website. And that way we can all start sharing with all of today's social media that's going on, using Facebook, Twitter, and all these other means of communication, that we can all start spreading the word and get the awareness out there so that people can get what they need sooner rather than later or not getting it at all. In the event that I can't make it to this event, I wanted to thank everybody for coming, and it means the world to me, and I just can't thank everybody. Also, I'd like to give a special thanks to Khaled, who will be walking from Ottawa to Toronto to inspire people to help myself and these other 4,000 people who are waiting. It's a very brave thing to do, to walk and suffer for somebody else's benefit. So thank you very much, Gala. I appreciate it. I'm sure all the other people who are waiting out there do too. Thank you for coming, and thank you for your support. I hope everybody has a great night. Thank you again.
Few words that dictated from the heart, ladies and gentlemen. That was Anthony Socci, someone who desperately needs everybody's help. And I am sure you will agree with me if I dare say that he is in good hands with us. What do you think? We are people who care. We are people who probably can make a difference, and we can, and if we can, we should. And speaking of some special people tonight, let us get to know the person who actually was in the video with Anthony there, the person who came all the way from Palestine here, and whose story is incredibly unique. And I am sure some of you will have red tears, red eyes, when I will finish saying this guy's story. He comes to us from, yes, Palestine. And would you believe that in 2005, in Jenin, Palestine, thank you. He comes to us from Palestine, and in 2005, in Jenin, Palestine, Khaled, his 11-year-old brother, was accidentally killed by an Israeli soldier. Some of you will say, yeah, well, that's war. It's a war zone over there. But listen to what happened. Khaled joined his family in donating Ahmed's, that's his brother, organs, and they went to 7 Israeli kids. And 7 Israeli kids today, they are alive and well because of Khaled's little brother and Khaled's family decided to donate because it was an accident. Accidents happen. And now 7 Israeli kids walk like you and I, thanks to this incredibly generous donation. Last year, Khaled carried the famous Torch of Life, which was blessed by Pope John Paul II, by the way, through 72 cities and towns in Ontario for Helen Campbell. She received her double lung transplant and joined Khaled on his final day in Toronto. Khaled is now carrying the torch for Anthony and on an 18-day marathon from Ottawa to Toronto. This is incredible. If you look outside, who the heck wants to be out there carrying a torch and running the streets of this country? You gotta be like a Khaled to do that. You gotta be armed with a desire to make a difference. And I believe, just like you do right now, that this guy is determined to make a difference. I would like to, everybody please, help me welcome this guy. Stand up with me, please. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to introduce him to you, Mr. Khaled Khatib, with the famous torch. Khaled, come in. I don't have any matches. Hi, Khaled. It's good to have you here. Can somebody help Khaled light this torch? No, not now. Not now. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Khaled, you are going to give me this torch, and we will ask everybody. I will pass this torch, by the way, to everybody here, to one table, and that table will pass it to the next table, and so on and so on and so on, until this torch will pass by everybody in this room's hands. And when you have it in your hands, ladies and gentlemen, please charge it up with your willpower and your prayers, because we need people's willpower, people's goodwill, and people's prayers to make sure that this torch continues to bring fire to this great thing that we have, which is our generosity. That's why we're here tonight, because we are underlined by this great, great feeling that we have from within to be generous with people who need us. So when I will pass this to you, please, when you have it in your hands, do just that. Say a little prayer, something, anything, okay? Okay, Khaled, I will now accept yours. Ladies and gentlemen, Khaled Khatib. Khaled, you can make a good Canadian anytime you want. Is that true? Okay. So why don't you help me, Khaled? Khaled, help me take it over there.
Stay with us.
Now, Khaled does not speak English very well. He's been here for a very short time, okay? However, I want to ask you a question, Khaled. How do you feel about losing a brother, if you can articulate in English those words? And also, how do you feel on the other side of that by knowing that 7 kids, who cares if they're Israelis or Italian or Chinese, who cares? 7 kids are growing up because of your brother. How do you feel about that? Come to the mic.
Okay. Hi, everybody. How I feel? That's what you ask. I feel like sometimes sad, sometimes I want to cry. Just at the same time, I'm happy because my family saved like 7 children. That's what I mean. That's enough? Or I don't know. Yeah. I don't have more English. So.
Nobody could say better words than what you just did. it's a grand feeling to know that 7 kids, doesn't matter where they come from, are still walking and are alive today because of your brother. Thank you, Khaled. I hope you're going to be, by the way, this guy, just know this guy doesn't have a girlfriend yet. It's true. And he told me maybe tonight is the night, who knows? Thank you for being with us, Khaled. Thank you. Thank you. Khaled Khatib. Thank you, Khaled. We are guests over here of the Riviera Park, and my buddy, my friend Mr. Totopileji, lost his glasses. If you happen to see on your table or anywhere a set of glasses that nobody wants, maybe they're just there, just pick them up and bring it to me. I'm going to be around anyway, okay? So please, so we can give it back to Totopileji. Without them, instead of spaghetti, is going to serve maltagliati tonight. Okay. I would like to introduce now some other very special people. This gentleman who's about to come to the microphone here is not new with a microphone. He's been in the media for forever, 25 years or more. I've known him for 25 years. He's also a kidney recipient, which is something that I didn't know. This gentleman helped me bring him up on stage with us for a few words. Mr. Rob Falbo. Rob. Welcome with us, Rob.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Good evening, everyone. In case you've seen me, I have a little baby girl here. She's about 6 months old, and she said she's going to heckle me off the stage if I'm too long, so I'm going to try to be brief. First of all, when George asked me to speak here tonight, I mean, how could you say no to someone like George? He works tirelessly to get the message out about organ donation. So I want to take a quick opportunity here to thank George, his team, the volunteers, and all the sponsors. If you can give him a big round of applause, please. Thanks, George. Also, since we're on the topic, I'd like to acknowledge all you people here who are actually making a difference in people's lives by being here tonight. Everybody knows that your time is valuable and there's other things to do, but you chose to spend it here tonight with us. So please give yourselves a round of applause. You deserve it. So my story started in 2005 when I was basically put on the transplant waiting list. And I had to wait 3 years and 2 months for a kidney, which I did eventually get in 2008. But I want to say that the hardest thing is the waiting for the kidney, because it's like an eternity. Anybody who's waiting knows that, you know, whether you wait a month, a year, 5 years, it's the waiting part that really is tough. The good news for me is that I was working, so I still got to, in the media business, I did a lot of traveling, so I still got to travel, but I mean, some other people are not as fortunate. And a lot of that had to do with, you know, I took care of myself when I was younger, and it really makes a difference. The other thing is, when you are waiting, it's what you do while you're waiting. So luckily for me, I had a lot of people supporting me. I had my beautiful wife, Joni, who's here tonight supporting me. She was my girlfriend at the time. But you see, when you're waiting, you kind of put a lot of things on hold, like family, like marriage, because there's a big question mark about your future. So obviously you don't know what your future entails. But for me, it worked out. I got married, I had a little baby girl. She's here tonight, and she's, as all of you know who have kids, she's my world. So I did receive my kidney in 2008, like I said, and I received it from an anonymous lady who just happens to be a nurse. That's all I know about her. And the thing is, she was actually a lady who went to the hospital and said, I'd like to donate my kidney or part of my liver. So lucky for me, she decided on her kidney, and she didn't have a reason. Only she knows the reason she did it. But usually when you give an organ, there's something called the friendship program, where if someone in your family needs an organ, you can give one to someone else. But that wasn't her case. In her case, she actually did it out of the goodness of her heart. And to me, that's what a true hero is. And I thank her each and every day that I'm alive, because it's thanks to her that I'm here today. When someone does decide to give an organ, they don't just change your life, they don't just save your life, but they actually change and affect the lives of everybody around you. This is something I always remember. Like I said, when I look into my baby's eyes, when I sit at the dinner table with my family having dinner, it's because of this person. And it doesn't have to be a special occasion. Anytime that you have dinner, it doesn't have to be like a special occasion. So we can't afford to waste an opportunity. We can't afford to waste a moment. We've been given a second chance every second of every day. And that's what we are all here doing, what we're all here doing tonight. We're here for that very reason, to advocate organ donation. It's such an important thing. I can't even stress that. When you meet people, like negative people or pessimistic people that say the world is an awful place, you just make sure and tell them that there are people out there that do things out of the goodness of their heart, and they choose to make a difference. And they don't want anything in return. I mean, these are people that give of themselves. A lot of them are anonymous. You don't even, like, I don't know who the person is who donated the organ. She just did it out of the goodness of her heart. I think that's a true lifesaver. That's a true hero. And I want to say for those who have donated, your people who donate, your life is changed in a way that I can't even describe. For anybody here who knows somebody who donated an organ, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So such actions, including the gift that was given to me, is a great testament to the lives lived and our life purpose for helping one another. We are here to make a positive difference in people's lives. I applaud you all for being here tonight and making a difference with your great compassion and generosity. With your help spreading the word, we can make it so no one will have to wait for a transplant, allowing for waiting lists to be a thing of the past. Yes, we can, to borrow from a famous person. Good evening and enjoy your night. Thank you.
Thank you all. Robert Falbo. And what he said is absolutely incredibly true. You know something? Someone didn't just change his life. His kid is actually here tonight because of somebody who gave him a little organ. And so Robert is here with his kid because of that person. Right? Am I correct, Rob? Am I correct? There she is, right there, look. Thank you, Rob. I would like to call up here now, again, this time is a kidney donor. He's an altruist person, obviously, and his name is John Teguabagi. John, can you please come up on the microphone? John, the microphone is yours.
Thank you. I'm going to keep this one brief for you. It's going to be a little story about myself, but an even bigger one about my little sister. When life throws you a lemon, you make lemonade. This is what comes to mind when I think about my little sister. Since my sister became violently ill in November 1996, I wouldn't be surprised if she turned out enough lemonade from all the lemons that she was dealt to supply the world twice over. I'm not a hero. I believe my sister is. I've learned so much from her over the years while she was battling her condition. We often take the smallest things for granted, such as the ability to pee on our own without the assistance of a dialysis machine, booking vacations without having to strategically book hospitals for necessary dialysis treatment, having to hear about parties and other events that friends attend, but Florence couldn't because she was recovering from kidney complications in the hospital. Apart from that, the sadness felt when the end of visiting hours are near, knowing you will be alone overnight, or having to screen friends before they can visit you because their small flu or cold could possibly have serious implications on her health. Florence's inability to perform some basic everyday functions while waiting for a donor was the least of her worries. Florence came close to death a couple of times, had a piece of her intestine removed, and had to make use of a colostomy bag for a couple of months, fluid buildup in knees that required periodic draining, to hip replacement surgery, foot surgery, after finding out the very medicines that she was taking to survive were deteriorating her bones. There's no possible way I can fully capture Florence's story in a few minutes. It was truly a blessing to find out after some lengthy testing that my sister and I are completely compatible for organ transplant. I'm a universal blood donor, and my rare blood type is exactly what my sister needed. I simply did what I felt I needed to do. We are a very close-knit family, and each one of us know that we would have done the same thing. Toronto General Hospital was amazing, from their state-of-the-art facilities to their excellent staff. I was supported through the whole workup process right up into surgery. On March 1st, 2012, I went under the knife. I went under the knife first and had the least invasive surgery. It took about 3 hours to perform the overscopic surgery, and after that, my left kidney was removed. I was placed in intensive care. My sister received my kidney shortly thereafter, and it took to her right away. On my part, there was some pain, a little discomfort, but it was all well worth it to see how excited my sister was, knowing that she was able to actually go to the bathroom for the first time on her own. I went into the hospital on a Friday. I was out by Sunday. I was back at work in 2 weeks and resumed full function with the gym within 4 weeks. What I did for my sister pales in comparison to what I've learned from her through this whole ordeal. I feel stronger mentally and physically. I'm better at taking time to stop and smell the roses. I have a renewed zest for life, and I'm more humble and appreciative for the simple things in life. My hope is that Anthony and his family remain strong until they find a donor. I wish Colin a safe journey and best of luck. I hope some part of my story connects with someone who is interested in donating but fears possible loss in quality of life. I stand here as living proof that a person can donate and return back to a healthy and fulfilling life. Thank you.
I'd just like to ask if what's your sister's name?
Florence.
Florence. Is she here?
Yeah, she's here.
Florence, can you please stand up? There she is. Thank you, Florence. Thank you, John. Somebody would say John is a hero. You know something? He doesn't think so. He just says I'm just a man like everybody else in this room. I just did what I have to do. There you go. A true Canadian. Not a hero, I'm just like everybody else. Well done. Well done, John. I'd like to call another donor right now. This guy is a liver donor. He comes to us from Guyana. He's been here since 1983. He's married with children, and we've got his wife here tonight. Her name is Lynette. I will introduce it to her a little later on. He works in the Toronto General Hospital as a technician assistant. He's the founder and CEO of some radio station that deals with God, believe it or not. I wrote it down, but I wrote it down, and I know, I don't understand my own writing right now. But it happens when you get excited, you know? When I asked him, why did you make that donation of your own liver to people who have no idea who they are? You know what he responded to me? Interestingly, he just said, I just heard a voice of God telling me that I should do that. And that to me was good enough to actually proceed with this and do it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's bring him up on stage. Here is Claremont Humphrey. Yes. Claremont, come. Perhaps you can do the tie the dots. You're assistant and CEO, and you are actually a singer, a gospel singer. You're going to sing for us a number or two tonight. Why not? Give us your story.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Let me tell you something. Where I come from, I'm, as you said, I'm a church person, and Pastor T. Robert can tell you that as well. So at my church, I will almost say it every time. Every time somebody said something, At the end of the statement, we always say amen. So can you do that for me tonight? Just say amen. Amen. That's not good enough. That's not good enough. Come on, 1, 2, 3. Amen. Thank you. You know why I'm telling you to say that? Because for all these wonderful things that Khalid has done, we need to say amen. Amen simply means, so let it be. And when I heard the voice of God telling me to do this, some people asked me if I'm crazy. For a matter of fact, one friend said to me, so you're going to give a piece of your heart next? I said if I could, I would. But you see, the thing is, when I saw Jada for the very first time, because I only heard about Jada through my son, because Jada is related, Jada actually is the grand niece of my ex-wife. So I didn't know nothing about her. My son said to me, Dad, my cousin needs a piece of liver. And I said, so? And I left it alone. I think about 3 or 4 months later, God was telling me, you're the one. And then I understood for the very first time the reason why I came to Canada for that particular purpose, if nothing else. And I've decided that I am going to listen to the voice of God. Don't understand why I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it. So I did. And I remember a month before, for a matter of fact, listen, man, you got to give me a chance here. Church folks like to hold mic. I'm going to come up front here and you can get a chance to look at me a little better. Just forgive me. Can you see me over there? All right, good. Now, I told my wife, I called her and I said, I'm going to be the donor to Jada. But I told God, all I want her to say was to say, okay. And that's all she said, okay. I said, we'll talk about it later. And to this day, we have never spoken about it. All I did for 1 month, every day, watch the surgery take place on YouTube. She couldn't watch it, she didn't want to watch it, but I was curious. I wanted to know what they were going to do to me. How they're going to open me up, cut a piece of me out, and help save somebody's life. Was I scared? At the beginning, yes, I was. But the funny thing is, the doctor said to me, you know you possibly could die. I said, yeah, I could walk outside, something could drop from the sky, hit me, and I'm dead. He says, no, we're talking about the surgery. I said, hey, we're all going to die someday. And every day, every time I met them, they would say to me, you know you could die. But that was not the deterrent. The thing for me was, I want to see this child live. The last statement they made to me a week before I entered the hospital was, you know, we could cut you open and you still could not give a piece of your liver. I said, what are you talking about? After going through all these tests, all the psychological tests, because they want to know if I was crazy. And I says, no. They want to know if I was trying to make some kind of restitution to my ex-family. I said, no, God told me to do this. So, we went ahead with the surgery, and praise God, it was successful. And today, Jada is going to be, she is 5 years old, and can you show the picture, George? Look how beautiful she looks. She looks like a star. Some people call me a hero. I don't think I'm a hero. She's the hero because as my brother said, and I'll tell you why I call him my brother, the hero are those that are suffering. The things that they go through, I don't think I could go through. Yes, I had my little hiccups after the surgery and, you know, nothing to speak of, but she was close to death. Very, very, very close to death. For a matter of fact, I only think she had about 1 more month to live. But today, it's 5 years and she's still alive. Isn't that an awesome thing? Amen. Can we say an amen now? Amen. Amen. There we go. This is how we do it. We do it in church this week. Now, I'm going to tell you this just before I go. I went to Kenya in November. And on my way going there, for the very first time, by the way, on my way going there, they said to me, my brother, when you get here, we will change your name to a true African name. I said, okay, we got there and I left and nothing happened. And a beautiful thing happened just a couple of days ago. While they were preparing the program, they put my name next to an African name, TOL. So I'm now the son of Ojo TOL. Can we say an amen, somebody? There you go. So I just want to say thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of your family. That's my new family right over there. I'm now Teowabi. So, and I want to thank you so much for being out tonight to supporting this event, because you have no idea what a difference you are making tonight. Give yourselves a big hand.
Thank you, Teowabi, Claremont. And by the way, his wife, Lynette, is right there. Lynette, can you take a bow for a second, please? Stand up. Lynette. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being an inspiration to all of us, Teowabi. Indeed. Okay. Everybody's hungry? I gotta tell you a short story. What happened this morning? Just to get something a little lively here, okay? This morning, somebody got caught on East Oshawa doing 240 Ks an hour. We have a policeman here. He knows what I'm talking about. And the OPP officer stopped him. He said, "Sir," he says, "by the way, how old are you?" So, "I'm 94. "You're what?" "I'm 94. So what? What is this?" "No, I just wanted to make sure that I'm 94, yes." "You know how fast you're going?" "Yeah, 240. This car would only do 240. "Are you kidding me? Why do you find the need to go so fast?" "Because if I don't get what I'm going quickly enough, I forget what I'm going." Just to put a smile, because what we heard was gloriously beautiful, however, with a little sadness in between. And I want to thank people like Rob Falvo, Joan, and Teowabi, Claremont. Indeed, you are an inspiration to all of us, and you are right. Tonight we'll do our very best to be good to Anthony. That's what we're doing here tonight. Tonight we got to be good to Anthony. Okay. I want to remind you that we are going to promote selling tickets for raffles. The big prizes, there's big prizes later on tonight. They are $20 per arm length and $40 for a bear hug from one of those girls that you've seen walking around. She's going to give you a bear hug. That will cost you $40. But it's worth it. I already spent my $40. I had to. There are some ladies also selling Vegas tickets. They are $20 each, and 3 for $50, and 10 for $100. We also have the silent auction. We have people outside selling everything we can think of, and we'll get to them a little later on. For now, I just want to give the signal to Mr. Pileggi that we are ready for dinner. Are we ready for dinner? No. Un momento. You need 10 minutes? No problem. No problem. We have 10 minutes. We have a band here tonight. I never heard them until tonight. Those guys are incredible. You gotta hear those guys go. I don't have the name of the band. Somebody tell me the name of the band. Come on, you guys. I know it's a funny name, but I can't pronounce it. So I want somebody else to pronounce it. Vieni qua. Somebody from the band. Come here, please. Nobody wants to come up. George, do I have to say this? Whoa. Okay, I'm going to say it. Ready for this? The Rolling Stones. And we have inside this, the same body, the same band, we have some big Stones, and some medium Stones, and some small Stones. We have a representative from the city of Bonn here tonight. We have the grand pleasure and privilege of having Mr. Tony Carella from ward number 2, I think, right? Tony, are you from ward number 2? Tony Carella is right there. Tony, ladies and gentlemen, it's Tony Carella, councillor of the city of Bonn. And he's a lucky guy to be sitting right next to a doctor and his wife. It's my pleasure to give you. Her name is Dottoressa Franca Carella. Dottoressa Franca Carella, please stand up for a second. Let everybody see you. I've known Franca for what, 40 years? You are still great. 40 years. Wow. She is one lady who nobody dares to say no to, because she knows how to grab you. And she grabs you usually from the heart. Thank you for being with us, Dottoressa Franca. Thank you, Tony.
And thank you to everyone in this room. I know, we have to kill another 5 minutes. I cannot think of anything else more special than talking to you about some food, okay? I want to talk to you briefly about Italian bread. Italian bread. There was this guy, he was in a park one morning, about 7 o'clock in the morning, just enjoying the oxygen on a gorgeous spring day. And all of a sudden he sees this other guy coming towards him and sits right beside him on the other side of the bench. And again says, "Sir," he says, "how old are you?" "I'm 93. "You're 93? And you jog like this?" "Every morning I do this. 5 miles, man. 5 miles every morning." "And 93? Yeah. Well, what's the big deal?" "What do you mean, what's the big deal? I'm 70 and there's no way I can do that." "Oh, it's your business." "Yeah, but you take something, you see the doctor." "I haven't seen the doctor in about 65 years. "Wow," he says, "hey, you take medicine, something?" "No, I haven't touched a pill in 65 years. "So what do?" "Well, if there's anything that I do differently, I really love Italian bread, so I eat a lot of Italian bread." "Oh," he says, "Italian bread, eh? Okay." That 7-year-old goes right into a little panetteria where they sell Italian bread there. And there's this 15-year-old kid is there from school. It's after school little work, so he's working there part-time. He says, "Sir, can I help you?" He says, "Yeah." He says, "I'm looking for some Italian bread." He says, "Sir, see that wall over there? It's full of Italian bread. Which one do you want?" "Okay." He says, "Give me 5 of those. 5 of those." So the little kid looks at him. He says, "You've got a big family, eh?" No, he says, "I'm by myself." "You are by yourself? And you want 5 of those?" "Yeah, so what's the big deal?" "No, I should tell you, sir, that by the time you get to the 5th one, it's going to be hard as a rock." So this guy looks at this 15-year-old and he says, "Oh my God, even 15-year-olds know about this, and I never heard of it." Oh well, yeah. Okay. By the way, you should know, ladies and gentlemen, we are live tonight. We are beamed from coast to coast in Canada and as a natural extension throughout the world. That's a fact. We are live on the web. Search. We are on torchforlife.com and we are torchoflife.com, and we are beamed all over the world for anybody to see what we're doing here tonight. Think about that. All right. Just we got a list of some sponsors tonight. Now, sponsors are always welcome, and those are sponsors that care for their own community. This is why they are in a book like this. I'd like to take a moment to mention them to you. I like to mention Daniele Grechi and Grechi and Carter LLP. I'm not sure what that stands for, but Daniele Grechi, are you here, Daniele? Daniele, are you here? Daniele Grechi? Okay. I want to thank the people from RTW Management. And anybody from RTW Management here tonight, please? Put your hand up if you are. Anybody here? RTW Management? No? Okay. I would like to thank people from the 1888 Wow One Day Painting. Roman Reggio, GM Von Franchise. Roman, are you here? Anybody from 1888 Wow One Day Painting here? Put your hand up if you, there you are. Thank you very much. Are you Tony? Oh, sorry, Roman. You're Roman? Are you or Tony? Oh, where's Roman? He's with us. Thank you very much, Tony. Thank you. Grazie. We want to thank with a big, beautiful round of applause, not only yourselves and some of the sponsors that I just mentioned, but I want to bring your attention to Rubenstein Family Foundation. They are here in a big way tonight, and they are diamond sponsors of the evening. And we want to say to the Rubenstein Family Foundation and to Mr. Rubenstein, thank you very much indeed. Grazie from our heart. Am I forgetting anybody? I don't see. Oh, nope. We want to thank Mr. Dr. Salvatore Arrigo. Dr. Salvatore Arrigo here tonight? Salvatore Arrigo here? Put your hand up if you are. No? Dr. Salvatore Arrigo is from Pine Valley Wellness Center. And we just want to say to Dr. Salvatore Arrigo, thank you. Like we want to thank everybody else, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, I just got the signal that the food is on the way, so I would just like to firstly let me thank you for being such a gracious audience. You have been really, really nice to me. And by the way, did you find your glasses? Not yet. I want to remind you, if you see a pair of glasses laying around somewhere, they're probably Totò Pileggi's glasses. Give it to him, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, buon appetito. Good appetite. Thank you.
Excuse me, everyone. I just want to get everybody's attention. And initially, I want to introduce myself to everybody and also let you folks know that by coming here tonight, we're doing something very honorable for the Sochi family. And we're going to try, just by your attendance here tonight, is clearly a message that we want this individual to be successful in his endeavor of finding a kidney. So I'm pretty confident with the motivation and the attendance that we have here tonight, we're clearly going to get that accomplished. So hats off to the Sochi family for allowing us to be part of your family. Okay, so they've given me a duty here. Without prepping me, they just said, go on up on stage and fire away. So I says, okay, let's go ahead. What do you want me to do? We're going to do some door prizes, everybody. So, in your pockets, go dig up that ticket, and I'm going to start announcing some numbers. So, we'll start off with the very first one. Thank you, Dominic, for the glasses, eh? They really help. Number 031, please come on up and get yourself a ticket to $20 voucher from California Sandwiches. Number 031, come on up. A little louder? A little louder. 031. Okay, here we go. We have a winner. The first prize is a $20 gift certificate courtesy of our famous California Sandwiches in Woodbridge, Ontario. So, welcome. We have another ticket. We're going to draw another door prize. Number 023. Okay, Neil, here we go. We got a winner, California Sandwiches, $20 voucher. Now, Neil's ultimate dream was to always eat Italian. So, did we deliver the message here or what, Neil? We did. Okay, congratulations. Yeah, we have to turn this a little bit, Paula. It doesn't seem to be working all too well. Okay. Number 393. Another $20 voucher for California Sandwiches. Number 393. Come on up. 393. Okay, we got one here, Paula. Let's come on down. We've got another winner here. Thank you, Paula. Enzo? Sì, perché no? Sì, ok, porta, sicuro, portali. Come on in, Rob. I just got a tip from Enzo on how to broadcast live. I didn't have no idea, so thank you, Enzo. Okay, let's go into the raffle drum again and pull up another one. Number 145. 145. This is a $20 gift certificate to D Boutique in Maple, Ontario. Now, the number again is 145. Ecco, bravo. Abbiamo trovato qua, Paula, to your left here, Paula. So we know that D Boutique is an exclusive women's wear, so we know that he's going to get his special Valentine a gift. There you go. Thank you. Okay, we have a dinner for two, is this right? This is courtesy of the restaurant in the Columbus Center. It's called Boccacino's Dinner for Two, up to a value of $100. It is going to winner number 288. Number 288 is going to be the winner of Dinner for Two at Boccacio's restaurant in Toronto. Okay, we're going to go after 288. Number 288 for the Dinner for Two at Boccacio's restaurant in Toronto. Number 288. We'll give you guys another 30 seconds. We found it. All right, congratulations. There you go. See Paula. Okay, folks, I'm going to pass the mic over to Chad. He's got some updates on some wild tickets here. So go ahead, Chad.
Hey guys, we had a total of 2 cash prizes for the Joker Poker, as some of you guys played coming into the event tonight. Now we have, for $100, we have ticket 405. Ticket number 405. Anybody? Ticket number 405. And also Adelio. Adelio, you have won $100. And also, we're still looking for ticket number 405.
Congratulations. We're going to do them all. We'll do one more, maybe. Okay. Okay, everybody, we've got a few more door prizes that are available. I know we're eating tonight, but the next gift is Primo Pasta. On your door voucher ticket, it is number 275. 275. For a Primo, oh, here we go. Thank you. Okay, another Primo Pasta box for winners number 152. 152. Oh, here we go. Pasta's always a good hit. A couple of more. We got number 386. Okay, we have a gift courtesy from Mademoiselle Studio Manicure and Pedicure gift certificate. If a guy ends up winning this ticket, you know they'll give it to their loved one. So here you go, number 436. 436 is the winner of that manicure pedicure. Ciao Bella is offering a wine, and the number is 009. 009. Number 14 is the winner of a $25 gift card from Bell Canada, along with a t-shirt from Bell. That is going to winner number 354. Number 354. Congratulations. Okay, now, I will say this. That was it for the door prizes, but I want to tell everybody tonight that we are going to try to continue to raise awareness for the importance of trying to save Anthony's life here. So the fact that you guys are all here tonight is a clear indication that you all are interested in one way or another to help. And all I can ask you folks to do is consider buying raffle tickets that are going to be going on sale again. You have potential gifts such as a cheese basket worth over $200 of all the international cheeses. You've got a wine cooler. Wow, I would like that alone. And Paula tells me that a 50-inch plasma TV has just came up to the stand here. We're going to be raffling off tickets for all these prizes that are on the table. So the raffle is going to take place in a little while. Okay. I'm going to try to say a few more words, and they're telling me to speak a little louder because way at the back they are not able to hear me, so I'm really sorry for that. So, one more reminder, we will be having raffle tickets going on sale. I'm sure one of those three lovely ladies that are running around are selling tickets, so try to catch them if you can. Also, we have a silent auction to the left of the banquet hall. You will see that there's all sorts of prizes that you could win, and it is an auction, so please take a look and see what is available. I understand that there's a beautiful guitar there, so for you rock and rollers, man, this could be it. And finally, I do want to conclude by saying that there are Vegas tickets available tonight. Again, just track those show ladies down and they'll help you get on board with that, with your chance to win, and we're going to reveal all the winners tonight. And finally, we've got the poker tables way at the back on the right side of the stage here. So after dinner, after a few drinks, just mosey on, get to know everybody, spend some time with each other, and if you're interested or if you have a hunch for winning, maybe this could be a lucky night for you too. So I'm going to continue by saying we will come back and draw out some of these tickets a little later on for the raffles, okay? Thank you.
Everybody, please. Come on, you guys. Give me your attention. Ladies and gentlemen, it's true we're here for Anthony tonight. It's absolutely true. It's absolutely true that each and every one in this room is very special for participating in this great evening, okay? It's also very true that we have the extreme pleasure and privilege of having some very gifted individuals who gave just a little more than you and I every day towards something that you and I consider to be very special. I am standing beside a lady who really gives, she's the real torch for organ donations. I would say not only in Ontario, but probably even to Canada. And I'll give you her story. Her story, you can read her story, by the way, in your program. If you haven't your glasses, if you don't have your glasses, I'll read it for you. Her name is Barbara Turnbull. She is a journalist. Ladies and gentlemen, I need your attention. Over there, please. Please. Thank you. Her name is Barbara Turnbull. She's a journalist. But more than a journalist, she's a human being who really gives, you know what? She really does. She's also a survivor and a self-described troublemaker. In a moment you will understand why. She is an Iron Lady. She is perhaps best known for being shot while working at a convenience store as an 18-year-old high school student back in 1983. Now, a moment like this will probably stop many of us on our tracks. Well, guess what it did to her? Barbara, nobody can stop Barbara. Tell you why. She was left as a quadriplegic, of course, unfortunately I should say, and she went on to graduate from journalism school at Arizona State University with honors and as a valedictorian. This is a beautiful Latin word, but I flunked Latin while I was in high school. Having said that, since then, she has been a staff reporter at the Toronto Star. She has written extensive articles of the 1,529 on... I would like to hear that side, please. Pay attention to me for a moment, please. Please. Thank you, grazie, dai. I was saying that she then has been a staff reporter for the Toronto Star, and she has written extensive articles on organ donations and transplants for more than 3 years now. Almost 2/3 of the 1,529 Ontarians awaiting a life-saving transplant are age 50 and older. But only 39% of the 2.5 million registered organ and tissue donors fall in that age group. Well, she accurately stated in one article, she has become the media face of this issue. And those words were articulated by none other than Mr. George Marcello, who is right there and is one of the torchbearers of this great thing that we have going in Canada. George, where are you? Put yourself up. Where are you? Giorgio, where are you? There he is. Get up for a second. Come on. Giorgio Marcello. I've known this kid since he was a little kid. Ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to bring to your attention, and thank you very much for paying attention to this. This is really a beautiful moment. To journalist Barbara Turnbull. Barbara.
Thank you very much. I have to start off by saying, don't mess with this MC. I'm just going to say a few words about the same message that you're hearing tonight from everybody and that is the importance of becoming registered as an organ and tissue donor on Ontario's beadonor.ca website. One of the things, I mean, I started writing about this when a young woman, a young mother, a new mother, needed a double lung transplant. And we just decided to keep doing the stories. So more than 3 years later, we're still writing about this. The numbers have not changed significantly. So we're sort of turning our attention to live donors. You know, one anonymous kidney donor can start a transplant chain. In fact, recently there was a 30-person kidney transplant chain that was triggered by one anonymous donor. So it's been a remarkable privilege for me to write about the remarkable people who are both awaiting for transplants, and all of the people like George, like Khaled, who are devoting themselves so tirelessly to trying to boost the numbers. So the people in this room represent the people on the list who need organs the most, and yet you are the least represented on the registered site. So if you think for a moment that you would accept a transplant if you needed one, or somebody in your family did, then you really have no excuse to not go and sign up. So that's my pitch. And this has been a wonderful evening, put together by clearly a whole lot of terrific people. And I'm happy to be here. And so thank you very much.
Thank you, Barb. Barbara Turnbull, ladies and gentlemen, inspiration for all of us. Words of wisdom. You're absolutely correct when you're saying that many of us in this room will probably qualify to be organ and tissue donors. And it takes one person to step forward for many, many to do exactly the same. So if you have it in your heart, and I know you do, because you're here to begin with, follow the words that Barb just mentioned and articulated for all of us to hear. Step forward and be one. You can save no more than just one life. I should say the other way around. You can save more than just one life. And the proof is right there. I forget the gentleman's name now, but he has fathered a daughter because someone saved his life to become a father, etc., etc., etc. So, as Barb mentioned, come forward, be a donor. Okay, Barb, we don't know how to thank you for having the courage and the time. I know how busy you are, but we let her grab the microphone right now, ladies and gentlemen, because I just came to know that she has to attend another evening like this in another place, and she has to please make this as fast as possible, and we are done that. But certainly we appreciate very much what you said. We appreciate you being here, and you are definitely a torch of appreciation that you carry around. Thank you very much for being Canadian like you and me and everybody else in this room. Thank you, Barb. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
There she goes, ladies and gentlemen. Barb. Barb Turnbull, journalist and humanist. She is a human being just like you and I. Grazie. Okay. I'm going to get some other special people up here now at the microphone. I would like to start with Mr. Daniele Grechi, David Carter, and Constable Ojo Tekwondabe. If you... Please come up here. We set up for Ojo, Constable Ojo. All right. Here we go. Who wants the microphone first? Here we go. What's your name? You're Daniele. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniele Grechi. Let's warm him up a little bit. Come on, let's warm up with three guys up here. Daniele, here.
Hello everyone. As you all know by now, I'm Daniele Grechi, and this is my partner David Carter. We are the solicitors for Step by Step. And we'd like to start by thanking the organizers for producing such a wonderful evening, and thanking everyone for coming here tonight and supporting Anthony and Step by Step in such an important endeavor. We are truly honored to be with an organization as committed and an organization you can believe in, like Step by Step. Unfortunately, the reality is we'll all be affected, directly or indirectly, by the legal and systemic issues that are related to organ donation. And it's because of that it's important for all of us to get together and support organizations that we can believe in, that we can trust, like Step by Step.
Hi, thank you everyone for coming tonight. I'd just like to repeat some of the sentiments of my partner. You know, we're so incredibly thankful to have been involved with Step by Step up to this point. And I'd like to repeat how excited we are to continue that involvement going forward and to build upon it. It's nice to finally be able to tell friends and family that lawyers are doing something good in the world for change. I think we're all here tonight because we've recognized that we each have a duty to one another to help each other in times of need. And I think we all recognize how important and how valuable it is to have an organization like Step by Step that can lead the way in overcoming the great challenges and problems that face our health sector in organization. You know, there's systemic problems, they're complicated problems that don't have easy answers, and unfortunately, they're often expensive problems. They affect the lives of some 4,000 people around the country and their friends and family, and they affect them deeply. And these problems are not going to go away on their own. They require a lot of time, a lot of commitment, a lot of hard work from a lot of dedicated people, and we'd like to thank those people tonight. They also require a lot of heroes, big heroes and small heroes, and that's something that each one of us can do. We'd also just like to thank again the organizers of this event. They've put on a wonderful evening for all of us, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming out tonight. Thank you.
Thanks everyone, we'll be sending you all a bill for the last 5 minutes in the mail tomorrow morning.
Yeah, good evening everyone. My name is Constable Ojo Tiobadi. George, could you please come forward for a second? George is usually very shy. George is the CEO for Step by Step Organ Transplant. And I took on the chairperson's chair of this great Step by Step. And it has been said before that don't tell me you know how I feel unless you've been in my shoes. The young man that came up there a while ago, John, that says he gave his sister one of his kidneys, is my son. And the daughter that he gave the kidney to is my daughter. And it's amazing how every one of us in this room tonight have a dream. Either you want to go to Bahamas on your next holidays, or you're planning to buy a new house, or you just want to get married, or you're getting a new job or a new promotion, which everybody does that. I've been a police officer for Toronto for 34 years now. And on the very day that, or the month I should say, when my daughter suddenly got sick, we were planning to go to Florida on holidays. And all they did was she had a stomach upset. And stomach flu, and my wife took her to the hospital. And I was busy packing the motorhome because I got to go fishing in Florida and things like that. And then the next thing I knew, from a simple stomach ache, we got to Toronto Western Hospital, and the next thing I was told is that you have your car here. I said, yeah, I do. What's going on? He says, well, you're going to have to go to Sikis Hospital right away. And okay, that's fine. So we went to Sikis Hospital, and one thing led to another. About 3 o'clock in the morning, I was told that, well, we can't really tell you precisely whether your daughter is going to make it or not. But we put her, she's going to be going through some kind of surgery right now to put lines into her because both her kidneys are shut down. So you can imagine how you're dreaming of one thing and then something else comes up. So and that's how myself and George Marcello became very good friends. And he's one of those guys that, you know how police officers think they are tough. But that is only before incidents come into your life. And George has become not only a friend, a mentor, a teacher, in his own way, a doctor, someone who encourages you, someone who tells you what the right things to do. I believe last year it was that myself, George, and the man standing with his back to you with his hands up, both of us decided that we were going to do something spectacular. And we walked from Ottawa in 17 days back to Toronto to create awareness of different diseases that affect children. And I tell you, all the things that I've done in my life with my daughter, I thank God now that she's got a kidney, but what it does for me is to make me to come down to reality, that we are so frail and so vulnerable that anything can happen at any time. And since then, myself, George, and the rest members of the Step by Step, we've been carrying our message around the world, around the Italy and to Toronto and every part of Canada, United States, and just to let them know that just because you donate part of your organ does not mean you're going to die. No. What it does is give somebody else a chance to live. So the key thing now we're doing now is to promote and to promote and to promote organ transplant, organ donation. And I think the key thing is that to try and sign your driver's license, and to that, because if you die, you will not need those organs in heaven. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Constable Ojo. And thank you to Daniele Grecchi and David Carter. Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you, Anke, George. Thanks very much, George, as well. Whoa, okay. Words of wisdom again. Speaking of words of wisdom, I'm going to get somebody else to speak some words of wisdom. I would like to call on the microphone Giulia Valente. Giulia Valente, please come to the microphone. Giulia, where are you? Giulia Valente. She is going to say a few words on behalf of Mary Giavadoni. Here you go.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Giulia Valente. I'm a friend of Mary Giavadoni, and you're probably wondering who Mary Giavadoni is. She was mentioned briefly earlier on in the evening in the video you watched. I think Anthony is a hero, and I just wanted to say I think everybody here is amazing, and George is a godsend, and it's been a wonderful evening, and I really commend everybody and all the stories I've heard. I just want to tell you a little bit about Mary. She could not be here tonight because, like Anthony, she's far too sick. She really wanted to be here. She asked me to be here for her because I have been on this journey with her for a long time. When you're sick with liver, cirrhosis of the liver, you know, she looks like she's 9 months pregnant, but she's not. That is the result of the toxins in the system. I have it in detail here. I could try to read it. I'm not sure I can get through all that right now. There's a lot of details of what happens to the body when you become, when you have cirrhosis of the liver. And you've heard a lot of really great information tonight. If you could hear it, I know it's hard to hear in here. What I'm here for is to, again, remind you and bring awareness to the fact of the incredible importance it is to donate, to encourage people to donate organs, and also to just bring a little more awareness to the incredible financial burden it is to live with this kind of illness if you are not somebody who has that kind of you know, money available. Just as an example, Mary herself was a financial advisor for one of the biggest banks in Canada. She worked in the industry for 20 years. Her income came from her commissions, as a lot of you might know, but she had a very, you know, base salary. What happens when you have a liver transplant, she had one for 16 years, the medication from the liver transplant gave her a very severe form of cancer last year, which then she had to use her savings in order to deal with that. She has a 10-year-old son who is my godson. She lives in Paris, Ontario. She has a house. She's been on her benefits, whatever you call it, from not being able to work. And it's not a lot of money. I can assure you that it is a really minimal amount of money. Because of the cancer from the medication, she is now in full-blown cirrhosis, having gone through all the treatment of chemo and whatever else goes along with that, as I'm sure a lot of you are familiar in some ways of these experiences. So in the end of the day, you know, financially it's a burden to live with these kind of things because you really don't get a lot of assistance. And that's why you have to have these kind of events. And I'm just bringing more awareness to the situation. This event is not for Mary, and I think Anthony was just a total angel for allowing her to come and share this story. And she thanks you all very much. I thank you very much. I can't stress the importance as a friend of, because if you're not infected, you're affected, one way or another. I'm sure we've all lived with illness and death and all kinds of things. So it's all I can say is please learn more about it and donate and contribute and spread the word. Thank you.
Thank you, Julia. Words from a friend and words from the heart. Thank you again, Julia. Thank you to all the speakers, by the way. Thank you to everyone for paying attention to us. Grazie. I know you're enjoying your ice cream. I know you're enjoying everything else right now. Speaking of which, by the way, if you appreciated what was served tonight, let the chef know right now that you did just that. See? You are great. You really are great. Okay. I have what it's called a real huge surprise for you now. Someone no one expected, but it's happened. And I have the incredible pleasure and privilege to present to you the person that really united all of us here tonight. Yes, he was home, he was sick, he wasn't feeling well, but knowing that we were all here tonight cheering him on, actually found the energy, I don't know where, but he did. And we have Anthony in the building. Anthony is here. I would like to call, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to call on the Sochi family, to everyone in the Sochi family to please come up here. Also, I would like to bring to your attention something that Anthony, hey, here you are, Anthony. Something that Anthony said from his heart. He said, Auntie Anna Maria Sochi is the very best aunt on this side of the Atlantic. That's what he said. So why don't we bring Auntie over here? Here she is. Anthony, why don't you say a couple of words yourself, if you want to.
Well, absolutely. I can't disagree with that statement because this lady has been a great help to me through the process of being sick, and I probably would not be standing here if she wasn't a part of my life. So I like to think that God sent her to me, and I thank him for it. So my uncle picked a good wife. Good job, Ditsy. Thank you. But yes, it was her birthday, and we're gonna wish her a happy birthday. I'm not a singer, so I'm not singing into this mic. But if you all could help, maybe we could all sing her happy birthday. Thank you, sir. Ditsy, you can help me out with this.
Go. Chris, come over and play a party with me.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris, come on now.
Why don't we sing Auntie Anna Maria Sochi a nice happy birthday song? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Anna Maria. Happy birthday to you. the Sochi family. I need the Sochi family here in its entirety, please. We have another grand surprise for everyone in this room to see. Right now, as I understand it, we have the torch coming in here. And the torch is going to be lit by you guys, by you actually, Anthony. Okay? So can we have Khaled come in? Khaled, where are you? Here he is. All right. Okay. So what happened? Come on in, gentlemen. Come on in here. You are the most important people in this room. Anthony is going to light the torch right now. He's going to hand it over to Khaled, who's going to take off and go to Ottawa with it. And as I understand it, no, not tonight. Not tonight. Or is it tonight that you're going to depart? No. Listen, after dinner like this, I'm sure you have enough energy to get to Ottawa, no problem. Having said that, and kidding aside, Khaled is going to take off from Ottawa to come back to Toronto on the 5th of February. And you expect it to be on the road. He's expected to be on the road for 17, 18 days. With this kind of weather, ladies and gentlemen, he needs all the help he can get. But I'm sure he will bring with him not only the inspiration of each and every one of us being here tonight, but also the strength that we can give him as a family, because tonight I feel like I'm part of a big, huge, beautiful family here tonight. Okay, so we wish you, Khaled, the very best you can be on the road. I know you're going to get a lot of media attention. Your heart is full of our heart as you're doing that. Make no mistake. There, it's big now already. There you go. Okay, can we go through the ceremony then? Let's light it up. We forgot the lighter at home. There, we got some matches. Okay. Okay, here's a grand moment, ladies and gentlemen. Can we have a drum roll? Here it goes. Thank you, Anthony. Khaled, may God be with you, buddy. Thank you. Here goes Khaled. Hey, don't go to Ottawa tonight. Wait for us. Wow. What a beautiful thing. Thank you, Sochi family. Thank you all, one and all. Thank you, Anthony, for being here. Let's take the Sochi family out of the podium here with a beautiful, beautiful thank you very much. Come on, let's do it. Thank you, Anthony, for finding the strength to be here with us. Here you go. Here you go, my friend. Okay. And now we're going to have some baldoria, some casino, some divertimento. Who is in for allegria now? We have, no. The band is ready to go? Okay, while the band is getting ready to go, they're coming on the stage right now. I want to tell you something personal for a moment. I had the privilege of grabbing the microphone and addressing many audience in my life. And I am very sincere when I say to you, yes, before maybe I lost it for a couple of seconds there because some people didn't understand the importance of that moment. However, everything I do it from the heart. I feel everything I do, and I am very, very proud of having played a little bit of a role in a night like this for Anthony and for each and every one of you in here, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for paying attention to me. My name is Rino Iannone, and I want to also tell you that on the 9th of February the 9th, if there are any more tickets available, I'm going to be at the Veneto Center, not only to be, again, the Master of Ceremony, but for whoever of you has the fortune of being there, it's a Carnevale Italian style there, and when those Venetians get together and party, boy oh boy, they can party too. But if you come, not only will you see me with a microphone addressing the public and as a Master of Ceremony, but I have a little surprise for you. A little surprise that nobody or very few people know about me, okay? So maybe I'll see some of you on the night, but for now, it was a great pleasure to be a part of this night.
and to be with you. Grazie. The band ready? Is the band ready? No, not yet. Here we go. Well, let's give them a moment or two. In the meantime, I have to do something. Can I have the sound man here, please? Come here and connect the stick to your right, please. All right.